To the men of the hunter-killer groups ordered to seek out and destroy the U-boats, the Atlantic was a vast and lonely place. But these men were far from alone. At listening posts dotted around the Atlantic, from Iceland to Africa, the Allies were waiting patiently, exploiting the one weakness in the strategy of the German Navy. From time to time, the German U-boats would surface and radio their home base. When they did, the Allies were listening. But when a German radio transmission was detected, the listening post could only tell one thing: what direction the signal was coming from. The information from all these listening posts was transmitted to Washington, D.C., where it was routed into one place, a top-secret tracking room known only as F-21. This secret tracking room was staffed heavily by the Waves, women accepted for volunteer emergency service. Here, the battle against the U-boats played out like a giant chess game, a game with real and deadly consequences. On the morning of May 14th, 1944, somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, a U-boat started to radio its home base.
Iceland monitoring station is detecting a radio transmission. Possible U-boat on the surface. Bearing to signal 195.
Check with the other stations. See if we can get a fix on it.
Africa station is detecting it too, sir. They report bearing to signal 280.
America station reports bearing to signal 125.
Attention.
As you were. What have we got this morning?
Plotting a new contact now, Commander Knowles. It looks like the same U-boat we've been after for weeks.
Keeps appearing for a moment, then vanishes again. Starting to think it's a ghost, sir.
That's a confirmed U-boat transmission. Checking area for merchant ships now.
How long have you been tracking this boat?
10 weeks now, sir. We've steered all of our merchant ships away from it, so she hasn't sunk anything this cruise.
I'd say she's heading for home, sir.
Not if we have anything to do with it. Where's the nearest hunter-killer group?
300 miles south of the contact, sir. Task Group 22.3, Captain Gallery commanding.
That's 3 days away.
Check Gallery's fuel status. Ensign, radio Captain Gallery. Tell him there's a U-boat 3 days north of him. Present location somewhere within 80 miles of these coordinates. He's to proceed at his discretion.
Aye, aye, sir.
300 miles south of the contact, Dan Gallery and his task force were finishing a patrol, their fuel almost exhausted. In F-21, they could only wait, knowing they were sending Captain Gallery and his men at full speed towards an enemy that was fully armed and lethal.
Sir, Captain Gallery reports surface radar contacts. He says they appear and then vanish. He also reports sonar picked up unusual noise in the same area. Sir, Gallery just ordered his aircraft to attack.
Good. By dawn, I hope we see the grave of that sunken enemy sub.
We just received this, sir.
Sun just came up out here. Captain Gallery reports no oil slick, no debris, no submarine. He's going to search for one more night before he heads for Casablanca.
He'll be running on fumes when he gets there, sir. He's almost out of fuel.
Every instinct Dan Gallery had told him the submarine was close, dangerously close. Now he risked everything to search for one more night. Once more, the men and women of F-21 shared his lonely vigil.
Captain Gallery reports no radar contacts, sir.
No reports of sonar activity either, sir.
Looks like this one got away. Sir, message from 10th Fleet. It's from Captain Gallery.
It's Sunday morning, 0700 hours. We searched all night with no contacts. Forced to break off the search. 3 hours ago, I ordered my task group to head to Casablanca to refuel.
Looks like we have lost this one.
It's another message from 10th Fleet, sir, from Captain Gallery. It's from one of the ships in Gallery's task group, the USS Chatelaine. They're reporting a submerged contact 600 to 800 yards off the bow, evaluating it as a possible submarine.
Sir, if it is a sub, she's in perfect position to attack.
Gallery's got to get to her first.
Just hours after they had turned for home, a submarine had penetrated the defenses of Captain Gallery's task group. Somehow, the U-boat had maneuvered into the perfect position to sink one of his ships. What happened next was one of the most courageous and remarkable actions in naval history.